What's up, you guys? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about physical media, about Blu-rays, 4Ks, DVDs, what we like to buy and own our movies and TV shows. Collect them and put them on the shelves and watch them when and how we want without worrying about a streaming service taking our stuff away from us. Today I'm actually talking to you about a movie in the theater, though. Once in a while I like to do a cinema review because I am doing a Pushing 150 project where I'm trying to see 150 movies in a theater in 1 year. I'm doing this because I think it's a great experiment to, push me out of my comfort zone, make me see things I normally wouldn't see. The movie I'm talking about today is Operation Fortune. This is Jason Statham's new action film directed by Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie brought us such films as Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. He's done some cool stuff, but he's also done Swept Away and a lot of other really bad stuff. This movie kind of falls in the middle. It's not the worst thing. It's also not the best thing. This is an all-star cast. It stars Statham, Aubrey Plaza, Carrie Ellis, Hugh Grant, Josh Hartnett is in this movie. So there's a nice round cast, but they don't get a lot to do. The movie is in a rush to get to the action. The plot is just there enough to stitch some scenes together. Basically, you've got a bad guy trying to steal a weapon and sell it, and then Fortune's team, that's Statham's character name, Fortune's team must go and stop the bad guy. I mean, it's really all there is to it. And sadly, even though Ritchie has a very signature action sense about him, it doesn't feel present in this movie. When I heard that this movie was going to get an Amazon Prime release in the UK, I wasn't surprised, because after watching this film, it really feels like a Netflix movie. And I hate to say that because I like Jason Statham, and he's very charismatic in this, doing the best he can possibly do with what little he's given. Hugh Grant also does a pretty great job in this one. Josh Hartnett is fine. He's done way better. But the standout star of this movie, and the person that makes this movie worth watching is Aubrey Plaza. She is woefully miscast for a lot of what she is expected to do in this movie. She's amazing. I love her in just about everything I see her in, but there's some aspects of this character that don't really fit her personality, but she ends up making it work, and it's pretty entertaining. I'm curious if the 12-year-old boy jokes that she makes in this movie were written in the script by Ritchie and his writing partners, or if they were ad-libbed by her. Because either way, she makes them actually work. They're not as cringy as you would expect when you hear the joke, because she's so funny. It's very entertaining, those sequences where she kind of steals the show. Hugh Grant also steals the show a good bit, doing his best to make something out of nothing. So at the end of the day, it's not that this is a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. It's just not a particularly good movie. Like I said, it's a Netflix movie. It's the kind of movie you would put on for background while you're doing something else. And I hate to say that because you've got a cool cast. You've got a director, as I said, who has done some cool stuff, but there's absolutely nothing memorable about this script. And the action is pretty bland too. I don't know if it's due to post-pandemic shooting, because this movie actually began its production in January 2021. So this was right sort of after the year of hell that was 2020. So I don't know if that had some impact on the production and the action and whatnot, or if it was budget. To me, it just felt like budget. This movie was originally scheduled for distribution by STX Entertainment, which makes sense. It feels like something in their wheelhouse that should star some C and D level actors instead of the B level actors that we get. So it would have been an upscale or uptick for them. But that didn't happen because, unfortunately, just the timing is really bad. Some of the henchmen that are in this, the people that are there for Jason Statham to beat up, are Ukrainian, and STX felt that as the the Russia invasion of Ukraine had begun, that it would have been of bad taste to put the movie out. And I don't know that I disagree with them on that. So the movie got postponed and then kind of just went into limbo until it got dropped on us the 1st of March here in 2023. And it was dropped with very little fanfare. I've seen some social media advertising, and that's really about it. I saw it only because I'm seeing everything. But it was picked up by Lionsgate. They picked up the distribution rights here in the United States to put it out. Everyone else is giving it kind of a middling score, and that's pretty much where I stand. It's solidly a 2.5 out of 5. I don't recommend it unless you're an Aubrey Plaza fan. Then I recommend taking a look, because she really is fun in this movie in some parts. And there's a lot of other better choices for Jason Statham action movies, and there are a few better choices for Guy Ritchie action movies. Go watch, with Hugh Grant, actually. Go watch The Gentleman. I recommend watching that one. Anyway, that's sort of my brief review of this movie. Let me know if you guys have seen it, what you thought of it, and be sure to like and follow if you're not already.